Okay. Good morning, students. So today we are going to discuss inference, means critical reasoning, okay, in which you have inference questions, main idea types questions, random weekend, all those types of questions, okay. So we will cover at least 10 to 15 questions. I will try to explain the concept to you, okay. That's what my target is today. That's what my target is. Okay, so what is inference, students? What is inference type question? So students, inference type question means inference means guess, logical guess. Okay, inference means students logical guess. You will have four options and you have to find the most suitable choice, the most suitable guess. Okay, so let's do some examples. Okay, so students, you can read question number one. Okay, question number one says Trump has recently announced that if he is re-elected, he will curb immigration to the USA from Asia to a great extent. Trump believes in meritocracy. According to him, you are welcome in the USA only if you are talented and skilled. Okay, this is the like, and again, students, when you answer inference questions, random, weekend, okay, main idea types questions, okay, then you have to use the information which is provided to you in your paragraph and passage. You should not use outside information. You should not use your general knowledge. Okay, you have to use information which is there in paragraph or passage. Okay, so now student, this question is like, what can be inferred? Okay, this is the question. Again, Trump has recently announced that if he is re-elected, he will curb immigration to the USA from Asia to a great extent. Trump believes in meritocracy. According to him, you are welcome in the USA only if you are talented and skilled. Okay, this is the state. Like Trump has said, okay, he believes in meritocracy. Trump has said that you are welcome in the USA only if you're talented and skilled. Now look at the options, students. Option A says Trump re-election will be a very bad outcome for the world. Trump re-election will be a very bad outcome for the world. This could be the, I would say, guess. Okay, but do we have any information which can support this guess? Be very bad outcome for the world. How can we deduce that? We cannot deduce this, students, because we cannot infer, because we do not have any information. Bad outcome for the world. Which sentence, which line shows that, okay, the Trump re-election will be a very bad outcome? No statement, students. Do we have any sentence or statement which can show that it will be a very bad outcome for the world? No. B says there will be a great shortage of workers in the USA if Trump is re-elected. There will be a great shortage of workers in the USA if Trump is re-elected. Now, students, what Trump has said that he will stop immigration from Asia. He hasn't even said that he will stop immigration from the entire world. He has said he will stop immigration from Asia. And he will stop, okay, like prospective immigrants from entering the USA. He hasn't said anything about the existing immigrants who live in the USA. He hasn't made a comment, he hasn't made a statement about the existing immigrants who live in the USA right now. So we cannot infer this, that there will be a great shortage of workers. No. See, many immigrants living in the USA will be deported to their home countries if Trump is re-elected. Many immigrants living in the USA. Okay, first, do we have, students, any information about suggesting the situation of immigrants, okay, existing immigrants who live in the USA? Do we have any information about that? No, students, we do not have any information about, okay, existing immigrants who live in the USA will be deported to their home countries. What Trump has said that he will stop, okay, immigrants from Pakistan, okay, from entering the USA, but he hasn't said anything. He hasn't, I would say, said a single thing about the existing immigrants in the USA. So we cannot infer this. Now, students, option D says it will be very difficult for an unskilled worker. Do we have? Yes, we have some supporting information for this. If you are talented, for example, if you are not skilled, then you are not welcome, according to Trump. Unskilled worker from Pakistan, yes, we have information. We have supporting information for this because Pakistan is an Asian country. Okay, so we have to get a US visa under Trump presidency. Yes, it will be difficult because Trump has said that he will curb immigration to the USA from Asia to a great extent. So if you are from Pakistan, if you are from India, if you are from China, if you are from Sri Lanka, okay, it might be difficult for you, or I would say it will be difficult for you to get a US visa if Trump is in the White House. Okay, so answer would be, students, D. So this is how, students, you have to approach inference types questions. This is how you have to approach inference types questions. Now, students, try to solve question number 2. Look at question number 2 and try to solve it. Okay, so let's do it. The cost of producing radios in country Q is 10% less than the cost of producing radios in country Y. So for example, students, this is Q and this is Y. Okay, for example, cost here is 100. Okay, so the cost of producing radios in country Q is 10% less than the cost of producing radios in country Y. So for example, it's 90. Okay, this is the equation, mathematical equation. Even after transportation fees plus tariff charges. So transportation plus tariff. It is still less than 100. Even after transportation fees and tariffs are charges are added, it is still cheaper for a company to import radios from country Q to country Y than to produce radios in country Y. So this is the mathematical equation, students. Okay. The cost, again, what's the question? The cost of producing radios in country Q is 10% less than the cost of producing radios in country Y. So for example, just for example, let's assume that the cost of producing radios in country Y is 100. If it's 10% less, then it would be 90. And plus transportation plus tariff, it is still less than 100. It's a mathematical equation, students. If you can solve this mathematical equation, you will have, like, you will be able to mark your right answer. Okay, so let's look at the options now. Labor costs in country Q are 10% below those in country Y. Now, student, this cost, okay, is including labor cost, okay, like electricity bill, all types of costs are included in this here. Like for example, here labor cost is 80 rupees. So it's 10% less. So here it will be 72 labor cost. Okay, but will it make a difference in overall cost? No, it will not make any difference in overall cost. B says, importing radios from country Q to country Y will eliminate 10% of the manufacturing jobs. Do we have any information, any line, any sentence, okay, talking about the situation of jobs? Do we have any information for that? No, students, we do not have any information about the situation of jobs. Let's look at option E. It takes 10% less time to manufacture. Again, nothing to do with this equation. Okay, 10% less time to manufacture radios in country Q than it does in country Y. No. The fee for transporting a radio from country Q to country Y is more than 10% of the cost. Look at this part, students, properly. It says the fee for transporting a radio from country Q to country Y is more than 10%. So students, for example, more than 10%. If it's more than 10% means it could be 20%, 30%. If it's, for example, if it's this transportation fee is more than 20% of the cost, then will this equation ever hold? No, students, this equation will not hold. This equation will not be true. So this B can be eliminated. Now, students, see the tariff on the radio imported from country Q to country Y is less than 10% of the cost of manufacturing radio in country Y. Yes, that's true. If it's less than 10% of this, only then students will this equation be true. So my answer is C. This is how students you have to approach this inference types of questions. This is how you have to approach inference types of questions. Okay, look at question number 3 and try to solve this question on your own fast. Okay, now let's look at the question. Increase in the level of high density lipoprotein, okay, in the human bloodstream, lower bloodstream cholesterol by increasing the body's capacity to rid itself of excess cholesterol. Okay, means this HDL reduces cholesterol. We have the information, we can write HDL okay, HDL reduces cholesterol. Levels of HDL in the bloodstream of some individuals are significantly increased by a program of regular exercise and weight reduction. Means HDL reduces cholesterol and exercise, okay, a program of regular exercise and weight reduction increases HDL. That's the information we have at present. Okay. Now let's look at okay, question. Which of the following can be correctly inferred from the statements above? Okay. Option A says individuals who are underweight do not run any risk of developing high levels of cholesterol. So students, we have information that HDL reduces cholesterol. HDL reduces cholesterol and regular program of exercise and weight reduction increase HDL. But do we have any information as to how cholesterol increases? We have the information, okay, as just like as to how cholesterol decreases. Okay, cholesterol is decreased. But do we have any information as to how cholesterol increases? We do not have any information for that. So this can be eliminated. With individuals who are underweight do not run any risk of developing high levels of cholesterol. We do not have, students, any information as to how cholesterol increases. B. Individuals who do not exercise regularly have a high risk of developing high levels of cholesterol in the bloodstream late in life. Late in life, students, we do not have any information. Late, okay. Plus, again, as I have just explained, okay, we have information that how cholesterol is reduced, okay. We do not have any information how it as to how it increases. So B can be eliminated. Exercise and weight reduction are the most effective. It's a very extreme position. We have simple information, a program of regular exercise and weight reduction. Okay, like increase the level of HDL, in some individuals. Here, exercise and weight reduction are the most effective methods of bloodstream cholesterol levels in humans. And here, we students, one more thing, if you can eliminate these options, okay? If you want to eliminate these options, then you can eliminate these options simply by reading this part. Some individuals, okay? Some individuals here in humans, not all humans, not all individuals, only some individuals. E says only regular exercise. It's a very extreme position. Okay, we do not have any supporting information that only exercise, okay, is necessary to decrease cholesterol levels in the bloodstream of individuals of average weight. No, we do not have any information that only regular exercise. Now, answer is the why program of regular exercise and weight reduction. Of course, we have the information lowers cholesterol levels in the bloodstream of some individuals. Okay, so answer is 4. This is how we have to approach students, okay? Inference types of questions. Okay, read question number 4 and try to answer on your own. Okay. Recently, the government of Cuba released advertisement for 2 positions in government offices. Okay. The position of peon and that of senior clerk. Means there are 2 positions, position for peon and position for a senior clerk. Corruption is rampant in Hakoba. Means rampant means everywhere is spreading fast. With bribes, a compulsion at every level. Means you cannot get your work done without giving a bribe. The citizens of Hakoba are equally habituated to the practice of bribes, with more than 98% reporting in a recent survey that they will have no hesitation in giving or receiving a bribe for a work. Okay. Consequently, the government received 72,000 applications to 72 vacant positions of peons, but only 14,000 applications for 130 open positions of senior clerk. Okay, just understand the structure of this paragraph. Corruption is rampant. Okay, corruption is everywhere in the, I would say, town of like Hakoba, right? Almost all people, okay, will not have no hesitation in giving or receiving the bribe to get their work done. Now, the government released an advertisement for two positions, peon and senior clerk. 72,000 applications for 72 vacant positions of peon. Now, understand the proportion, understand the ratio, and just 14,000 application for 130 position. Okay, means here positions are less, okay, but the applications are more. Positions as compared to the positions of peons more, but applications as compared to the applications for peons are less. So what does it mean? Simple, common sense, okay? These people must be getting a very, very good amount of bribe. So answer is A. There must be a higher chance of getting a bribe for a peon than for a senior clerk in government offices in Hukuma. That's why people want to be peons in government offices, because they are highly likely to get a bribe for any work from people. That's why the applications for 72 vacant positions of peons, 72,000. Okay, let's look at other options as well. All citizens of Akoba are corrupt? No. How can you say that? Only 98%. Okay, it's not 100%. So we cannot say all citizens of Akoba are corrupt. The attrition rate of senior clerks in Hakoba is higher than that of, okay. Attrition means we do not have any information about the attrition rate. The educational qualifications prerequisite to apply for the position of senior clerk must have discouraged many applicants. No, and even if I would say that was the case, we do not have any supporting information for this. So option D cannot be answered. It can be eliminated. Government Hakuba is not interested in curbing corruption. That might be the case, but students, we do not have any information in this paragraph to support option D and E. So we can eliminate them. Those options can be eliminated easily. So my answer would be A. There must be a higher chance of getting a bribe for a peon than that for a senior clerk in government offices in Hakoba. Okay, this is how you have to approach. Number 5, students. Okay, ascorbic acid, commonly known as vitamin C, commonly known as vitamin C, is an antioxidant. Okay, ascorbic acid, okay, is an antioxidant. Antioxidants prevent formation of free radicals which are harmful to the body. Vitamin C is abundantly available in citrus fruits such as lemons and oranges. Antioxidants are known to help in prevention of cancer. Then, okay, ascorbic acid is an antioxidant. Ascorbic acid is also commonly known as vitamin C. Antioxidants prevent formations of free radicals which are harmful to the body. Is abundantly available in citrus fruits such as lemons and oranges. Okay. Antioxidants are known to help in prevention of cancer. Now, the argument most strongly supports which of the following inferences? That's your question. Let's look at the options. Eating lemons and oranges will help prevent cancer. Yeah, put it aside. B says, if a person does not consume antioxidants, he will develop cancer. Again, students, antioxidants help prevent cancer, but we do not have any information that how cancer is caused. Okay. Okay, students, we have the information that how cancer can be prevented, as to how cancer can be prevented, but we do not have any information as to how cancer is developed. Okay, so option B can be eliminated. See, anything that prevents formation of free radicals in the body can help prevent. No, here anything is very extreme position, students. We have information for just antioxidants. Antioxidants. Option C says anything that prevents, okay, formation of free radicals in the body can help prevent cancer. We do not have any information. Let's look at option E. Vitamin C is the only no, again, this only word will help us eliminate this option. Vitamin C is the only vitamin known to help in prevention of cancer. That is not the case, students. Okay. Okay. Now A and D. Mixing citrus fruits in regular diet can help prevent cancer. Option A says eating lemons and oranges. Not, students, just lemons and oranges. All citrus fruits, lemons and oranges are the examples of citrus fruits. So my answer should be mixing citrus fruits in regular diet can help prevent cancer. Your A could be the answer, but my question is the argument most strongly supports which of the following inferences? So my answer would be D. Mixing citrus fruits and regular diet can help prevent cancer. Okay. Okay. Now look at question number 6, students. Okay. So when a particular test reports its scores in percentile, it shows your score in comparative assessment to a sample population. In India, the ITEMS, Intelligence Test for English Medium Students, reports its scores in percentiles. Okay. Such that a student scoring 90 percentile has an intelligent quotient greater than 90% of the students who took the test over last 3 years. Between 1980 and 2010, the number of students who scored a 90 percentile or above on items increased 10 times. Let me give you a simple mathematical formula. When you score 90 percentile, students, means you are in the top 10%. You are in the top 10%. Just for imagination, just for your calculation, that number is 50. Okay. In the beginning, that number was 50, means top 10%. Okay, is 50. The total number would be, students, 500. Okay. Now this top 10, the number of this top 10% people increased 10 times, means, students, this became 500. So what would be this number? 5,000 students. Simple. Okay. This top 10, the number of students, okay, who were in top 10% was 50, which increased by 3, which increased 10 times. Okay. So it became 500. Then the total number of students must have increased. Only then will it be true. So only one option, I would say, can give this. Number of students taking items must have increased significantly in last 30 years. Yes, 1980 and between 1980 and 2010. So that number must have increased in last 30 years. Let's look at other options, students. Students in India are more intelligent today than the students 30 years back. No, it will not make any difference. Okay. The point is here the number of students, okay, who took exam, okay, before I was in 1980, and the student, like that number increased. Total number of students must have increased, students. That's the point. Over the years, students have learned to score high on items through some external assistance. We do not have any supporting information for this. The test must have become easier. Still, it will not make any difference, students. And reporting scores and percentiles is an accurate assessment of the intellectual capability of a student relative to his peer group. Okay, this is very vague, students. Okay, we do not have any information for this. So only choice we have is option D. Okay. Okay. So far we have covered inference types of questions. Okay. You can just have a quick glance. Okay. So now, students, let's look at question number 7. Just read question number 7. Okay. Whatever else might be said about American elections, they are quite unlike. Unlike means different from those in totalitarian countries. Totalitarian means, students, sometimes now, students, one important thing. one more thing. You have to know the meanings. Sometimes what happens if you do not know the meanings of certain words, it might be difficult for you to answer your questions. So please learn as many words as possible. Totalitarian countries mean, students, Russia, China, they are totalitarian countries. Okay, they are not democracies. In that, Americans make choices, and one choice they can make in this free country is to stay home. And one choice they can make in this free country is to stay home. Stay home means if you do not want to vote, okay, it's fine. You can stay home and you cannot vote. Okay, no one will force you to go out and vote. What is the author's point in the above passage? Now, students, this is not inference type question. Here, what's the author's main point? Okay, what's the main idea of this paragraph? Let's look at the options. Americans who do decide to vote make more choices than those who do not. Do we have any information, students? Like Americans who vote and Americans who do not, who do not vote. Do we have any comparison mentioned in the paragraph? No, students. So A can be eliminated. American elections embody many negative aspects. American elections embody many negative aspects, students. Many negative aspects means there are a lot of negative things about American elections. Do we have a single negative thing mentioned in the paragraph? Single negative thing about American elections in the paragraph? No. So this option B can be eliminated. We will come to C. D, all citizens vote in every election in totalitarian countries. Okay, in totalitarian countries, all citizens vote in every. Do we have any information in every election? All citizens vote in every election in totalitarian countries. We do not have any information. Most American voters are not well informed enough. Again, students, we do not have any information in this paragraph. We have information. Whatever else might be said about American elections, they are quite unlike those in totalitarian countries, in that Americans make choices, and one choice they can make in this free country is to stay home. If they do not want to go out and vote, it's fine. Okay, no one will force them. You are not forced, like in India, we are not forced to vote. If you do not want to vote, that's fine. Okay, it's our choice. What is Arthur's main point? Now, answer is C, students. Why? Choosing not to vote, is the prerogative of a free citizen. Prerogative means your right, privilege. Okay, you have to know the meaning of privilege. Means if you do not want to vote, fine, it's your right. No one can force you. So answer is C, students. Look at question number 8, students. Okay. In many corporations, employees are being replaced by automated equipment in order to save money. Okay, means what employers do, they fire their employees in order to save money. Okay, and they instead start using machines. However, many workers who lose their jobs to automation will need government assistance to survive, and the same corporations that are laying people off will eventually pay for that assistance through increased taxes and unemployment insurance payments. The author is arguing that what does author want to say? That's the question. Again, many corporations, what they do in order to save money, they fire employees. Okay. But those unemployed employees, those unemployed people will go to government, seek government's assistance. And how will government fund them? How will government give them money? Government will tax these corporations or increase their insurance payments. Now let's look at the options. So A says higher taxes and unemployment insurance payments will discourage corporations from automating. We do not have any information that if they are like charge more taxes, okay, and their insurance payments are increased, okay, what steps will they take? We do not have any information. Okay. B says replacing people through automation to reduce production costs will result in increases of other costs to corporations. Put it aside. C says many workers who lose their jobs to automation will have to be retained for new jobs. Will have to be retained for new jobs. Now, of course, for corporations, the taxes and insurance payments will increase. But does it mean, do we have any information that they will start rehiring those fired employees? We do not have any information. So C can be eliminated. The corporations that are laying people off will eventually rehire many of them. Again, we do not have any information for that. For this, corporations will not save money by automating because people will be needed to run the new machines. No, like if they have decided to fire employees, then they must have seen like some benefits, okay, of firing employees and using machines instead. So E can be eliminated. Answer is, students, B. Replacing people through automation to reduce production costs will result in increases of other costs. Yes, you introduce, okay, automation to save cost and you fire employees, but then your taxes and unemployment insurance payments will increase. Okay, so answer is B. Okay, so students, this 6 and 7, sorry, 7 and 8 are main idea types of questions. Okay, what's the main idea? What's the main point of an author in the paragraph, in the passage? Look at these questions again. Okay. Now, question number 9, students. Okay, these are logical continuation types of questions. The BJP led by Prime Minister Modi has done a phenomenal job in the last 10 years. The BJP led by Prime Minister Modi has done a phenomenal job in last 10 years. If it were not for the BJP, India would not be as well recognized across the globe as it is now. Means if just because of the BJP, India is being recognized across the globe. Poverty has almost been eradicated. Many roads, highways, skyscrapers, bridges have been constructed. This statement will most logically continue. Now, students, if you have observed one thing, all positive is being talked about. All positive, all positive. So next statement should also be positive, not negative. Option A, the INC should be given a second chance. The writer has just said the BJP has done this, that, okay, he's praiseworthy of the BJP, okay, like he has praised the BJP for the work it has done. So why should then INC be given a second chance? Under the BJP rule, incidents of riots and communal violence have increased. No, it cannot be the next statement. All positive. The next statement should be positive. It's time for PM Modi to step aside and give someone else a chance to lead the party. Students, the BJP led by Prime Minister Modi has done a phenomenal job. So if Prime Minister Modi himself, Prime Minister Modi weren't there, okay, I don't think BJP would be able to perform as well as it has done. The India is on the verge of becoming the third largest economy. Yeah, this could be my most logical conclusion. This statement will most logically follow. India is on the verge of becoming the third largest economy in the world. Yes, poverty has been removed, many bridges, roads have been constructed, and the next statement would be it is on the verge, it is likely to be the third largest economy in the world. So that should be my answer. Question number 10, students. In a survey of job applicants, two-fifths admitted to being at least a little dishonest. However, the survey may underestimate the proportion of job applicants who are dishonest. Which of the following best uh, completes the passage? Remove this. Best completes the passage. Again, students, logical continuation. Just think. Let me, like in a survey of job, like for example, there are 100 job applicants. Okay. Two-fifths means 40 and 60 admitted to being at least little dishonest. Means these are like 40 dishonest and honest 60. Okay, that's the question. How the survey may underestimate the proportion of job applicants who are dishonest. Means underestimate means students, this number should be higher. It should not be 40, it should be 50, 60, 70. This number of people who are dishonest, number of job applicants who are dishonest, okay, should be higher than 40, not 40. It's the underestimation. Okay, now let's look at the options. Some dishonest people taking the survey might have claimed the survey to be honest. Means here we have honest people as well. So this number will students will reduce. It will become 30, 20. So it will be the overestimation. So this argument will not hold then. So A can be eliminated. Some generally honest people taking the survey might have claimed the survey to be dishonest. Put it aside. Some people who claimed on the survey to be at least a little dishonest may be very dishonest. Here the students, here the comparison is between dishonest and honest, not little dishonest and very dishonest. So option C can be eliminated. D says some people who claim the survey to be dishonest may have been answering honestly. So if they are telling the truth, then the number will not change. It will be 40, it will be 60. Okay, number will not change. Some people who are not job applicants, okay, are probably at least a little dishonest. Again, students, this is about job applicants. Here we are not talking about people who are not job applicants. Now let's look at deception. Some generally honest people B, some generally honest people taking the survey might have claimed on the survey to be dishonest. Means students, here we have dishonest people as well. So if those dishonest people move here, this number will increase. An argument will hold true. So answer is students B. One more question. Let's look at question students 11. On its own, neither high grades nor employment experience can entirely establish a student's ability to compete in the working world, both are required concurrently since high marks indicate a student that may only focus on school, and employment experience demonstrate that a student may have the practical but not the educational experience to do a job. If the facts stated above are true, a solid test of a student's competitiveness in the working world is the ability to. Now, what does it want to say, students? You require both of them, both high grades plus employment experience. You cannot have, you cannot and should not have either of them. You should have both of them. Okay, so which option best summarizes that? Like B, gain employment experience but not grades, eliminated. Not gain relevant employment experience while grades, no. Not have high grades while employment hours accrue, no. Maintain the same grades while not increasing, no. You need both of them. So option A best summarizes this. Achieve high marks and gain relevant employment experience. Okay, so this is how students we have to approach. Tomorrow we will learn strengthen, weaken types of questions. Okay, we'll discuss. This is how students you have to approach your inference types questions, most logical continuous types of questions, best idea, main idea types of questions. Okay, so I hope students you have gained valuable insights into the concept known as critical reasoning. Okay, and you have understood how you have to um, like approach these types of questions. Okay, thank you very much, students. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.